Come on in closer, you folks wandering around at night, because tonight we're staring into the abyss that's waiting for all of us. That big question that pops up in the back of your mind in the dark. What happens when you take your last breath? Do we just fade away into nothing, or does something else drag us into the emptiness? It's the fear that chokes everybody. The kind of terror that's so deep, just thinking about it gives you the chills. Picture yourself laying there, your heart is slowing down, the world getting blurry. What's waiting on the other side? If you're up for hearing some forbidden stuff about the biggest mystery there is, lock your doors, turn down the lights, and come along with me. But watch out. Once you hear it, the shadows might never seem the same. We're going to dig deep tonight, checking out old beliefs, scary personal stories, and wild theories that could totally change how you look at your life and death. You've all heard those old stories about heaven and hell, paradise for good ones, punishment for bad. I'm not gonna go on about them. You already knew that stuff. But me, I think hell is the dumbest made up thing ever. A god with unlimited power getting caught up in human stuff like anger and revenge, burning what it created forever. Think about it. An all knowing maker, luring itself to that kind of meanness. If I had to bet my soul on one thing, though none of us really know, it's that kind of a small-minded torture isn't real. No, the real scary stuff is somewhere else, in the hidden spots of reality where things stop making sense and the impossible calls your name. But let's take it slow. Before we jump into the deep end, think about this. All through history and different cultures, people have been dealing with death, making up stories to comfort or scare themselves. Some think of it as a joke, others like a mirror showing our biggest fears. The first one even make things clear, it might just make you more scared. From the deserts of ancient Egypt comes a belief written in the Book of the Dead, a book full of secrets older than big empires, laying out what happens after you die. This isn't just old stories, it's like a guide for the soul's dangerous trip. Written by priests who say they talk to gods. In places without one single god, but with a bunch of them. Death isn't just the end. When your spirit leaves, Anubis, the guy with the jackal head, eyes like shiny black stones, takes you to the Hall of Truth. There, in front of judges and gods like Osiris, the boss of the underworld, and Mat, the goddess of justice, you're totally bare. You admit what you did or try to deny it. Your voice shaking in the weird quiet. But the real test, Osiris takes your heart, still beating with the beats of your life, and puts it on golden scales against Mat's feather of truth. Feel how heavy your bad stuff is now, every lie, every backstab, making it tip. If your heart's lighter than the feather, not weighed down by sin, you get to go to the afterlife's good spots, the duat. Some say it's a straight up happiness, a place of forever harvest under starry skies. Others talk about thorough tests, fights against a snake's monster to get to paradise using spells from the book. You'd nick the book of the dead in your guru's hands. It's words your only way to fight the mess. But if it's heavier, full of guilt, a mood's waiting, a monster with crocodile teeth chomping, a leopard body stalking around deadly, and a hippo back, solid as rock, she eats your heart right up, and your soul's gone, wiped out, total nothing. You? I don't know, but for me, that's the worst nightmare. Not hurting, but just stopping, gone forever, like you never existed. Picture it. New memories, no you, just empty. Does that freak you out? I think it should. Let's move from myth to something more real. Ideas that make sense from people who've been close to death and come back. You know about them, folks who die, their hearts stop in accidents, operations, and get brought back minutes later. Not fakes, but looked at by scientists with PhDs who've spent their whole careers on this puzzle. These near death experiences, or NDEs, aren't just weird dreams, they are peeks into what is next. They say no matter where you're from. Take Dr. Raymond Moody, who spent 25 years looking in these near death things. His book, Life After Life, tells about 150 people who went over and returned. Amazingly, all over the world, their stories fall into four creepy groups, always similar, spookily the same. But before we get into that, let's hang on the thing they all share. Death comes in a peaceful second. Freedom. Total calm. No fear. Eggs you didn't even notice. Gone. Like dropping your body. It's like your body was a prison and death sets you free. Then the vision starts. First, some drop through a tunnel into choking darkness, falling forever where it screams don't get hurt. Is it the talk of nothing? Second, others float towards a welcoming light, warm and pulling you in, promising answers. But what if it's a trick? One idea that creeps me out. That light? It is the hospital lights when you're born again, trapping you in a never-ending loop of lives, doing it all over forever. Third, a being shows up who lets them see the world fresh or tell secrets in quiet spots. It's personal. Christians see Jesus glowing with kindness. Muslims may be prophets in bright robes. They always come back changed, big spiritual shifts, lives flipped. They've seen what life's really about, coming out with a deep sense of purpose, or maybe fear. And the fourth, a place like heaven, but not green fields blooming with colors that aren't real, smells that bring back old memories, hues you can imagine, bright and strange. And some say it's a peek at other worlds, astral realms, layers of reality peeled up like satins. I will tell more about that in our next video, but let's not just stick to groups. Real stories make it hit home. Think about Pam Reynolds, I don't know, a singer who in 1991 had brain surgery. Her body cooled down, blood drained out, dead for an hour. She floated up, watching the doctors, and describing tools she should have seen them. Then, a tunnel to light, meeting dead relatives who told her to go back. Doctors checked it. It's one of the best recorded NDEs. Or even Bruce Wayne Netta, smashed under a truck in 2006, got caught dead right there. He saw angels fighting demons for his soul before coming back. His healing, a miracle, against all medical chances. Even my own grandma, when she was a kid, fell out of a tree, dead for minutes, then back. What she said matches this exactly. A tunnel to light, peace wrapping her up like a blanket, and the book, over 15 million sold, a huge hitch that breaks down the doubts. But the puzzles go deeper. Often when someone dies, a loved one feels it, dreams about them dying, wakes up to bad news. It's happened in my family, or maybe yours. Tell in the comments if shadows have talked to you. Spirits spotted living bodies, even by doctors, shaking up what they believe. Lots know when death's coming, saying bye to family, calm about it. They see guides, Israel for some, fitting their beliefs, no freak out, just peace. Cases that don't make sense. A 90-year-old with Alzheimer's, memories gone for years, suddenly remembers it all, calls family, says goodbye, and dies that night. Or Anna Katharina Emmerich, in a coma her whole life, not ever, until her parents come. She talks through the FaceTime, says bye to them, and goes. Seen by scientists, written in reports, yet so weird. Lots say it can't be. And bad NDEs, not all are nice. Some talk about empty spaces of being alone, wiped out, forever by yourself, that it sticks with them. This isn't weird stuff. Tons of doctors, books, articles look into it. Dr. Moody is just one. Search and you'll find tons hidden, not because it's not there, but by people in charge. Remember, what is not on the news is not fake. Serious people chase it quietly because the worst plans don't usually go for the truth or getting better. Wars, hunger, they're after money, not waking up. That fourth place, some say a level of other worlds, astral realms, where your mind floats between dimensions. Reincarnation says your spirit, after death, gets born again as a person, animal, somewhere to learn, get better, until you're perfect and break free from earth. Going up levels to the divine. The idea, God, or big consciousness, wanted to feel everything, split into stars, forgetting where it came from to find it again through hard times. We're all connected. God pretending in the big game of being. Picture it, alone, not scared, knowing the end's great. Why not split into all things? Live again to remember, grow. Our job? To live somewhere until we wake up? Growth isn't handed to you, it's done. Through peaks, hurts, lessons. Do not learn, next life is tougher. Get forgiveness down, go up. Famous stories are everywhere. Shanti Devi, born in 1926 in India, remembered her past as Laji Devi, describing her village, husband, even hidden stuff, checked by groups including Gandhi's. Her rightness shocked doubters. The Pollock twins. In 1958, England, two sisters killed in a crash. Their parents had twins who knew toys, spots from the dead ones' lives, talking about the wreck. Scary proof Dr. Ian Stevenson wrote down over 250 cases like that. James Linger, a kid hooked on World War II planes, remembered being pilot James Huston shot down in 1945. Details historians confirmed. Ryan Ham, who recalled being Hollywood agent Martin, naming movies, family, all checked out, like getting new surgery. Head's bad, bloody, but worth the change. Watch Pixar Soul. It sleeps in real stuff, obviously, showing why souls want human stuff, pains and fun both. The film shows souls picking lives, looking back at old ones, matching these ideas spookily. Meet researchers Michael Newton's Journey of Souls. Find it, read it. Brian Weiss's Many Lives, Many Masters. Psychiatrists using hypnosis to take patients back past birth to earlier lives, death remembered, choices done. Same across thousands. When you die, a guide shows up. Grandma, spirit, prophet, comforting based on what you believe. Then, life review. Did you hit goals? Learn lessons? Mistakes? Wins played back clear? Feeling hurts you gave others? Set new goals. Pick next life or chill in spirit places. New pushing. Levels wait past Earth. Other realms. Astral stuff. Even quantum ideas saying death is a mind shift in multiverse. One quantum thing, biocrism, where death is fake. Mind makes reality, keeps going forever. Or simulation idea. We die, wake up in real world like pulling the plug on a game. Creepy. These aren't fanatics, doubters who became believers after years checking. Ways? A scientist fixing fears with past life memories, drowning scares from old flutes. He jumped into studies, wrote from proof. Don't blow it off as junk without looking. We're bits of a puzzle, small parts of a huge unknown. Read Bibles, Qurans, these books with open minds. Decide after, not before. Being sure it's fake. We don't know it all. Check other ideas too. Survival theory, where souls keep going. Super Psi, saying visions are mind reading. Or dream theory, life is a scene. Death wakes you. I hope this gave you the chills, got you curious. These are just some shadows of after-death ideas, more hiding in the dark. They seem weird and scary, but right, unlike the usual stories. Until the next video, sleep careful. What whispers are coming for you tonight?